The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Straight ahead is a rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. You look at this Niner defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
17 yards. First down, 49ers.
Now Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
2nd down and 6 now.
At the Eagles' 15-yard line.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On third and goal, they're going to run the option. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's fourth down. That was textbook defense on third and goal.
It certainly was, and it got me all excited over here watching that play. It takes me back to my childhood. Remember when you dared people to do something? Right now they're daring them to go for it. No, they're double dog daring them to go for it.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth and goal.
The Eagles take over first and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. First and 10. Nick Bosa, Defensive Player of the Year, in on the tackle.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. Yeah, they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
A second down throw for Purdy. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Niners use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Eluding the pressure right. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The Eagles at 6-5 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Well, hold everything here because this is about the last guy that they would want to see shaken up. Quarterback Jalen Hurts in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Ready.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now it's the backup Mariota. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. They go play action with Hurts. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Hurts. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to have it here just past the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Here's Purdy. Throw here is incomplete.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on the first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Purdy's pass intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ballgame.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
22 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. That's Samuel, caught left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter. Ball game. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. McCaffrey running up the middle, and he'll get it down here to the 43. And they're going to speed things up here. Play action, now Purdy. They'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
On first down, Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Breaks a tackle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking here for Smith downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And he returns this to the 22.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he'll get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 4th and 1. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Back to throw again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 32-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9. shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I know it's all smiles on the offensive side of the ball right now, but you and I both know the entire mindset was just pick up the first down. What do you call that? One of those gravy plays?
Gravy, absolutely. They got more than they bargained for.
Love the way it turned out for them. Couldn't imagine going into the play that they thought this would be the end result.
Yeah, the defense got to be shaking their head, though. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Well, trying to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw, Purdy. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Juwan Jennings, 39 yards. And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Here's Hurts. On the move to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. They will run straight ahead with Swift. A beautiful fake. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Got him in. It's Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, 36 Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things going to be more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. McKenzie now to return it. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
73.
On 1st down, Hurts. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Second down, 8 yards to go. Right back to Swift again on second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here now, third down. Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners have just about sewn up this football game.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On second down, McCaffrey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. And right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Third down and 1. Purdy from the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 25.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
49er first down.
That's caught downfield by Kittle. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Extra point try now for Moody. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Niners 24, Eagles 10. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't